Have you ever wondered where it all came from? Not just the universe, but the struggles, the heartaches, the things we call sin. It's a huge question, one that thinkers and theologians have wrestled with for centuries. It's not just about a forbidden fruit. It's about a fundamental shift in the cosmos. Let's explore the origin of sin, not just as a story, but as a concept that shapes our world. The story often begins long before humanity, in a celestial realm of pure light and harmony. Imagine a being of incredible beauty and power, an angel named Lucifer, which means light bearer. He was one of the highest, most brilliant beings created. But within this perfection, a shadow began to form. It wasn't an outside force that corrupted him. It was a choice that grew from within. He looked at his own glory, his own wisdom, and a thought sparked. I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will make myself like the Most High. This wasn't just a fleeting thought. It was the birth of pride, the desire to be the source of his own glory, independent of his creator. This internal rebellion, this turning away from the source of all good, was the very first sin. It was a choice for self over love, for power over service. This is where the controversy begins. How could a perfect being in a perfect environment choose imperfection? This is the mystery of free will. For love to be genuine, it can't be forced. The angels, like us, were created with the ability to choose. Lucifer's choice demonstrates that sin isn't about being tempted by something external and ugly. It can arise from an internal perversion of something good, like beauty or intelligence. When self-love eclipses love for God and others, it becomes the seed of all corruption. This concept is central to understanding why a good God would allow for the possibility of evil without the choice to turn away. The choice to love wouldn't be meaningful. This celestial rebellion didn't stay in the heavens. Cast out Lucifer, now known as Satan, the adversary, brought his rebellion to a new creation, Earth. He found humanity in the Garden of Eden, innocent and living in harmony with their Creator. He didn't use force. He used the same tool that led to his own fall: deception rooted in pride. He approached Eve with a question designed to sow doubt. Did God really say? He twisted God's loving command into a restrictive rule, suggesting that God was holding something back. He promised them they would be like God, knowing good and evil. It was the same temptation he fell for, the allure of self-deification, of being your own master. The choice to eat the fruit wasn't about an apple. It was about trusting the serpent's lie over God's truth. It was humanity joining the rebellion, choosing self-rule over a relationship with their Creator. The outcome was immediate and catastrophic. Their eyes were opened, but not to greater wisdom. They were open to their own vulnerability, shame, and separation. They hid from the God they once walked with. This is the essence of sin's consequence: separation. Separation from God, the source of life. Separation from each other, as blame replaced unity. And separation from creation, as the ground itself was cursed. Sin introduced death, decay, and disorder into a world created for life and harmony. This fall wasn't just a single event. It became a hereditary condition. We are all born into this broken world, inheriting a tendency to choose self over God, a state the Bible calls our sin nature. But the story doesn't end there. In the very moment of judgment, God gave a promise, a glimmer of hope that a descendant of Eve would one day crush the serpent's head. The story of sin's origin is dark, but it sets the stage for an even greater story, the story of redemption. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If this exploration of timeless questions resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content that makes you think. We'd love to have you as part of our community. See you in the next video.